Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. Just got a quick gardening tip that I hope will be helpful to many of you. It seems like it's gonna be helpful to us. Now, I know it's kind of sloppy looking, but I haven't gotten that all finished yet. So this spot right here in the garden is a kind of second planting bean patch. It's a patch that I got out late. So it would have been almost when people were doing a second planting of beans. And because of the crazy heat and not a lot of water, it's just not done anything. I mean, this patch here is a little over a month old, and it's not even forming blooms yet. They were growing so slow, and I was watering them just about every day, every night for about an hour or so every night, or every other night at the most or the least. And so I decided to get some of this shade cloth, and I've had that up for a couple of days, and I'm gonna do something, put something in the middle to kind of stand it up straight. But I will have to say now, and of course 2 days, you're not gonna, it's not gonna do a whole lot in just 2 days, but it's noticeable. The beans have stopped wilting, and by the afternoon, the heat's so hot, they're starting to wilt a little bit. And they're not doing that. And I have, in just 2 days, I've noticed an increase in the beans. They seem like they're growing, and you can start to see some little blooms forming. So I'm going to switch the camera around and kind of give you a little bit closer look. And I know it's not perfect. Don't laugh at me. It's a work in progress. For those of you that have homesteads like this, everything's a work in progress. Nothing's ever completely finished. So let me switch it around and show you what I got here. So this particular one, I believe, is like a 12 foot by 20 foot, and it's the 40% netting. I didn't want to get too heavy because while we're having a lot of sun, it's, we're not as bad as, say, down in Texas or the Southwest or even places down in Southeast, but it's certainly been hot. It's been in the mid 90s, and just the radiant heat has just been awful. And you get under this during the day, in the hottest part of the day, there is most definitely a difference in the temperature underneath here. And I know you don't have anything to see beforehand, and yes, there's a lot of grass and all that kind of stuff. My garden is never perfectly manicured, but if you could have seen this just a few days ago, I would guess these beans have grown at least an inch or two, it seems like, just in the last couple of days. Basically, before this, they had sprouted up and grown a little bit, and then it was like I was just doing enough to keep them alive. And with this shade cloth, it's kind of turned things around. You can order this stuff all kinds of places online. You might be able to find it locally. Like I said, this is a 40%. You can get it all the way up to 80 to 90%, which probably isn't necessary for most of you. But I did find, I hate buying things from there, but Walmart.com seemed to have the cheapest price for large rolls of it. Buying a bulk amount, a large roll of this shade cloth. But the beans are starting to come around, and it's certainly not because it's been cool. I mean, it's super hot today. I think we're at like 96 today. And next week will be the real test, because we're supposed to be in the triple digits, very possibly for 2 or 3 days in a row. So we'll see. But already I've noticed a pretty noticeable difference with the beans just in the last couple of days. So there's a tip if you're dealing with these flash droughts and excessive heat and all this solar radiation and stuff coming down on your garden and making it difficult to grow. You might want to try to come up with some shade cloth. I guess I should say it's being held up by T-posts on the corner, and I've just got some twine, some rope tying it real tight, and just kind of testing it out, and I'll probably do something a little bit better, but it's certainly working. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.